Hello and welcome to episode number 86 on the Online Trainers Podcast. Today's topic is, what is your story? Hello and welcome to the Online Trainers Podcast, where we go behind the scenes to uncover the latest tactics and strategies top trainers around the world are using to get more clients, dominate their marketplace, and get their clients amazing results. There is absolutely no fluff here. I'm your host, Lynn Trim. What is your story? That's the podcast episode I want to talk about today, only because we live in a modern world where there's social media, where you can no longer hide behind this facade of not being you. And what I mean by that is, we have all the information in the world. I've been going on and on about this for a while. Okay, we have all the information in the world. Your clients have all the information in the world. The only reasons why they're buying from you at this very moment in time is because, number one, they completely trust in who you are. Now, in order for them to trust in who you are, they need to know who you are. In order for them to know who you are, you need to be able to connect with them at this touch point for them to go, right, I believe he or she can get me there because they are similar to me. Your clients actually buy from you because they want to be this version of you. You have something that they want to aspire to, that they want, and they're buying you because they're buying your journey. But unfortunately for most health and fitness professionals, they don't have a story because they get into shape. And the reality is this: they get into shape and, you get a six pack, you build a nice ass, and you've got a flat stomach. Okay, and what they do is they post pictures on Instagram and hope that they attract clients through there. But there's this disconnect, because when you have a powerful story and when you go and you use a story to really attract and pull in and persuade prospects to work with you, you're actually working with prospects who know you, who are completely authentic to you, who know where you've come from, who are struggling with the same thing. And most importantly, you're working with people that you can help because you've stepped a foot or a day inside of their shoes. And why your story is so important is because this is what your marketing message should be about. This is what your social media messages should be about. It's about going through the journey, and everything you're going to be talking about inside of your emails, your blog posts, your podcast, whatever form of content that you're putting out, you're really conveying to your audience your story, just at multiple different angles. Okay, how you started, when was the first struggle, when did you actually succeed? After succeeding, what then happened? What changed with your mindset? Things like that can really be, number one, truly authentic. Because the old way, this was how we'd grow a business the old way. The old way, we'd put a great, pretty picture up on Instagram. We would sell sex, sell the great image, and people would buy and they would drop off. Okay? Why? Why do I know this? Because this is what I did. Because I was working with clients that weren't congruent with my story. They weren't on that same level. They didn't understand the things I wanted them to understand. And the same thing with the trainers here. I want to work with trainers who have been through this same motion of the story. Not a trainer just started out and is completely oblivious to all of this. A trainer that's been through the journey and they want a better way out and they want to build their legacy. So at the end of the day, today's really podcast, or rant almost, is figuring out, okay, what's your story? Like, why did you get into fitness? What struggles did you face? Because I say this because your niche is going to evolve from your story. Your niche is probably you 2 to 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, depending on how far you want to take it, okay? And your niche will evolve. And I truly believe doing something that I'm passionate about. And in the health and fitness industry, we're lucky because we know that health and fitness sells. It's a market that's selling billions of dollars of supplements every year. Health and fitness, right? We know that we can make money doing this. If you're passionate about it, it's just an extra bonus. And then your purpose might just to be a leader to step up. So if you can come up with your passion, your purpose, and create profit from a business, you're the luckiest person alive, because not many people get to do this. And I think in the health and fitness industry, you truly have this chance to live your passion. Your passion is fitness, okay? You love training yourself. Your purpose is to actually go out and help other people get into shape. And then the profit comes in by doing all that together, okay? Now, it only works together if you're congruent with your story. What I mean by that is, I can't go inside the mum's space, me personally, and coach mums, because I don't have a story. I know what to do. I know I can sell mums, but I'm not going to be passionate about that, okay? And mums will come to me. Maybe I will form a passion because I might actually train them for about 2-3 years, and then I might see the life-changing transformations. I might form a close kinship and bond with them and then go, oh my God, this is what I'm destined to do. But for me, it's usually going back to me 3 years ago, and how I got into the fitness industry was watching this YouTube ad, six-pack shortcuts, and buying a supplement bottle, getting so excited for that supplement bottle to arrive, taking that supplement bottle. It didn't work, so I blamed myself because I thought I must not have taken it at the right time. And I'm taking it after dinner. I should take one before dinner, I should take one after dinner, and one at exactly 9:30. I'm pretty sure I took it at 9:45 the other night. So there were all these questions, and so I bought 2 bottles. I'm not taking enough. So my story was I went into the fitness industry wanting to get lean, wanting to get abs, wanting more confidence. I wanted more out of my body because I thought that would lead to sex. I thought that would lead to significance in front of others. I thought I'd be more popular. That was my story, starting out when I was 16. So I moved into this space and I was so excited. And the first thing I remember getting into the space was that I bought some supplements, acai berry, right? I bought a ton of other supplements, and since then I bought heaps of supplements, but I never blamed the supplements. I always blamed myself. I always blamed myself because I didn't want to be stupid. I didn't want to feel as though I was scammed. So it couldn't have been the supplements. Of course, they can't run these ads and be lying like blatantly. And so the story developed, and then I started taking pre-workout. And the pre-workout would come with amazing sales copy telling that I'm part of this elite group, and suddenly once I take a scoop of this, my vasodilators would suddenly expand 40%, allow more blood to enter my cells and hypertrophy my muscle cells. That was my story, and I got sucked into that. And now we know better, of course, because we're on the other side of the bridge, but there are people, there are your clients going through the exact same thing. And so it comes down to figuring out what is your story, because if you're not conveying your story, how can they connect with you? Because through stories and connections do you build trust, and through trust do your clients stay with you and they purchase from you, okay? And then loyalty is built from trust. Loyalty is just the end game. Like, you build trust first, and then loyalty comes from trust over time. And ultimately, you want to build your brand and your business on loyalty. But that all starts with gaining trust, and the fastest way to gain trust is coming up with a story. I'm hoping this makes sense, because you weren't born just fit. You weren't born with abs. You weren't born with a big chest. You weren't born with massive, amazing toned glutes, right? You got there, but you experienced some adversity. So one of the reasons why I'm telling you this is because in 2017, when we move into a more, I believe, a more radical, more competitive space, as more trainers and coaches jump in the online space, I do feel as though there has to be a higher level of authenticity. There has to be, people need to be able to see that you're passionate about what you do, because if you're not, then they're going to leave. And ultimately, this is the time to really set your foot down and go, I'm going to build a tribe. This is my group. This is my cool club. And I'm going to build this cool club around this area, which is niching down. And niching down goes back to your story. But at the same time, the only thing that's going to stop you from growing your business at this moment in time, the truth is that your mindset's going to hold you back. You have this fear. Okay. And this is what I talk about in terms of me doing so much work with the great Mr. Tony Robbins and having my own coaches to really help me push past these mindset issues. Because you might be thinking, Lynn, it's easy for you, man. Like, you're Lynn. But no, I was exactly where you were, was like, oh, I don't want to tell people that my story. That's so embarrassing. And my friends and family are going to lie. I started with all that. There was so much resistance. And I just thought, you know what? Screw it. Undo it. But in that journey, the higher you go, the more resistance you encounter. The more successful you are, the more resistance you encounter. So at the same time, it's just staying out of your head, which is why I truly believe that if you want to grow your business now in the modern world, mindset, performance focusing is a big, crucial key to success. Okay, but the first thing is really nutting down, are you attracting the right kind of clients? If you're not, if you don't like working with clients, that's because they don't resonate with your story. They don't know who you are. They just assume that because they've paid you money, that you're going to work for them and be a slave to them. That's not the positioning that we want to go through, especially in the Online Trainers Club. If you want to do that, if that's your thing, ignore this message. But if you want to grow a business with people, loyal followers who love you, who trust you, who will do anything for you, who's got your back, then you build a story and you build a tribe and you get people loyal to your brand. And at the end of the day, you have to fix you first. You have to become that person. You have to construct this person and become this leader. And like I say, this is where self-awareness comes in. And it says, well, are you a leader? Can you be a leader? And if you can't, that's okay too, because not everyone in the world is a leader, but you might just be more successful helping other leaders or helping the operations of another business. And there's no rule to say that you can't leave just because you're a personal trainer. And if you're not passionate, you shouldn't stay in the field. You should go out to business. You should go out and learn marketing. You should go out and learn sales. We have a time in the era where I'm going to give you permission today to go out and do what you want to do. And just because you're a personal trainer doesn't mean that you can't learn marketing and run marketing campaigns and bolt yourself onto a leader. right? I'm not saying become a business coach. I'm saying go and learn marketing and open yourself up an agency, okay? And start doing it for other people and start bolting yourself on to other agencies. And why I'm telling you this, because a few years ago, I got stuck in the mindset, my own story, my own limiting beliefs were that I can't do this because I couldn't leave personal training and start marketing. And then I blew that out of the water when I ran a successful dental marketing company, right? What I'm trying to tell you is that life's too short to be confined by your limiting beliefs and your stories. So number one, you have to have self-awareness. If you're passionate about what you do, then go all in with that passion, okay? Inside of fitness. If you're not completely passionate about fitness and you're having that doubt, I'm really going to get you to reflect today and go, okay, is this where you want to be in the next 5-10 years? Can you be this leader? Is it resistance to you? Because for me, it was. If it's just about fat loss, it's resistance. If it's about personal development, business development, and fitness, I love that. That's my thing. Give it to me. So you need to find out what you're completely passionate about, because if you're going to build this whole story, you have to be authentic. Because in this world, in this modern world in 2017, if you don't have authenticity, people see through that very quickly. Okay, so my best advice for you today is come up with your story. What is your story? How'd you get into fitness? If this is the path that you want to take, if building an empire inside the fitness industry by becoming a leader and helping people that have similar issues resolve their problems is going to be your thing. But if it isn't, then make that decision today to actually go, I've given you permission. I'm going to give you permission. Why? Because I've done it, right? I didn't want to stay inside the fitness space. I didn't just want to train men and tell them what to eat and how to train. I wanted to create something that I wanted to do, I was passionate about, which involved business, fitness, and personal development, those three things. So if you're better as the marketing guru, go off and learn marketing and be amazing at marketing, and then attach yourself onto somebody else's fitness business, consult them and work with them to grow their business. And you're going to get so much more fulfillment out of that, because I know there are a lot of personal trainers out there that want to make more clients but aren't fulfilling. They're not fulfilling the clients' results. They're not fulfilling on their promises. They're selling clients into programs, but they're not following through. And if you're that person, that was me 3 years ago. And I was very, very dissatisfied, but I was making money. Okay, but really the first thing is, I truly believe that you don't have to be in the fitness space just because you're in the fitness space. Okay, we live in a world where there's opportunity everywhere. And today, if you are going to go in the fitness space, please make the decision to go, I'm going to go all in on this niche. And I'm going to go all in on this niche, and I'm going to craft this story, this amazing story of my journey. People can resonate with you, right? And if you don't have a story, feeling resistant to it, then please, I urge you to reassess where you're going to go in 2017, because it would be a waste of time for you to build something that you're not passionate about or you don't really care about. So why I'm telling you this is because I've been through a lot of the struggles. It's taken me so long to figure out what I want, not what I think I should do because I'm good at it, but what do I want? Just because I was a personal trainer for 8 years doesn't mean that I continue personal training. No, give it a. Just because I finished a physio degree does it mean that I do physiotherapy? No, I did it for 3 months, figured I didn't like it, scrap that. 5 years down the drain, okay? But it's better than 5 years down the drain or your experience down the drain than moving forward, because this sounds super cliche. Every new single day is an opportunity for you to build something completely new. You know, the blank page, you write your own story. So with all that being said, your one task for today is figure out your story and figure out whether or not you're going to go all in 2017. Because if you're going to go all in, I'm telling you, this is what you need to do to succeed. Otherwise, you're going to have a 2014, 2015 year, 2016 year running around doing the same stuff over and over again. And of course, if you feel like you're ready to go all in, there's always legacymastermind.net where you can apply and we can have a conversation on how we can build legacy around your story. Okay? Have a fantastic day. I'll see you on the next podcast episode. All right. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes and feel free to leave a review. And that way I can respond and I can take that on board in developing content to serve you. Now, if you're not a part of the Online Trainers Club on Facebook, please do yourself a favor and be a part of the conversation. That's where I add daily tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can build out funnels, how you can get more clients, and ultimately become a better online coach. Thank you for listening.